For me, not you, fatal blossom, for me. We went for a walk this morning on the beach and he told me.
Dorothy, this came for you.
Oh, it's from Stan. It's steaks. He sent me... Blanche, your picture's in the paper, and there's a big article about the Citrus Festival.
What's it say? What's it say?
Miami will be busy this weekend with 10 major conventions. Listen to this. The highlight being the Citrus Festival Ball.
People have looked right past me. You know, when I was growing up, the first day back at school every year, half the other kids always thought I was new in town. I had to bring in a yearbook to prove that they were wrong. But all the same, I always felt that deep inside me was a great man trying to get out. So I went into politics.
Foot in and hurry up, or we'll never get to the part where you shake it all about on purpose.
Oh, God, they got into the medication. Ma, what do you think you're doing?
Oh, look who's here. Everybody remembers my daughter, Dorothy. Or maybe you know her by her Indian name, Dances with Nobody.
How long do you think you can stay handcuffed?
My personal best is 32 hours. But of course, then I had somebody to play with. I have to tell you something. It's just so hard. I don't know how to tell you, except I guess just straight out.
What?
Well, Elliot made... Dorothy, you know this is my funeral dress. I don't believe in wearing black, unless I'm a little bloated.
Did you happen to notice if my mother's all right?
Oh, she's fine right now. You know, last night she talked to me about the pain of losing a child.
2 pounds, 3 ounces.
Oh, so bad.
Ma, nobody weighs 32 pounds when they're born.
That's what the guy from the circus said.
Hello. Hi, darling.
You know, I've been thinking, maybe having a baby at a birthing center isn't so important. I mean, the people at Lamaze got...
Christmas, that is unique.
Of course, that was before he met Blanche. Pretty, affectionate, fun-loving Blanche. Say, where is old Happy Pants?
She and Ma went to the Philharmonic.
I thought you were going to that.
Why bother? It's not like I...
Do a handstand, but they surely did appreciate me trying.
But I don't understand. Blanche, just once, why couldn't you let your sister win?
I told you, Dorothy, jealousy is a terrible thing. That'll teach Charmaine to be Daddy's favorite.
Girls, there's only one way we're going to solve this problem. He was loving, he was loyal, he was fun. He never left my side.
I wish my ex had been like Fluffy. Would have solved a lot of problems.
You could have had him fixed.
Doesn't seem, but I thought that a little physical activity would help me snap this setback. I was wrong. You were right. I should just rest. Could you help me get back into bed?
Stanley, how could you fake a relapse? I mean, do I deserve this? Stan, I took care of you because I thought you needed me. I defended you to my...
Ignatius on his way to the airport.
Pontiff? Oh, no, Rose, let him go. No, Father, I wouldn't feel right. I'm here for crow's feet.
Well, you're right. He doesn't do that.
Sophia, you won't believe it. You know who's here? The Pope is here.
Comfort and humiliation. And why?
Okay, thanks, Blanche. I get the point.
No, I mean it, Dorothy. Why? Hi, Rose.
Hi.
Honey, what's wrong?
Oh, I just spent the afternoon with Al.
Well, what happened?
Nothing. Lately, all he wants to do is sit around the house and watch television.
You know that...
People may visit, play with the controls, but I'll never really fly again.
Hello! And I was little.
I'm ready.
Oh, honey, I know what you're going through. The bottom line is, if you take a chance in life, sometimes good things happen, sometimes bad things happen. But honey, if you don't take a chance, nothing happens.
I'm going to take a chance.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, I have to look at my...
Oh, Ma, I remember when I was a little girl playing out in the street. I can still hear your voice. Dorothy, fix your dress. The whole neighborhood can see your business.
Sounds like me.
Ma, we don't have too much time.
Okay, let's get to the kitchen. I want to show you that...
The first really wonderful guy I've met in a long time, and he turns out to have a more serious involvement.
With whom?
Am Dauber. The church. Or at least he did until he met me.
You know, you take the religious aspect out of this, and it's really quite romantic. A man giving up everything for the woman he loves, kind of like the star.
He's the master of the wheelchair. Just look at the way he takes those corners.
Oh, come on, the guy's got radials.
Excuse me, we were watching something else.
Well, Sophia wants to watch Ironside, and I believe a happy patient is a healthy patient. He's a fine detective, isn't he, Sophia?
What a shame if I die now. I'm too young. And I'm wearing the wrong underwear.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just me. I had to get in quickly because when
I'm not a soldier. I'm a pharmacist in his 50s, and you're a woman in her.
Watch it, Bill.
You're a woman in the prime of her life, who I would like to get to know better. Slowly.
And we can both see other people?
Sure.
Do not have a date.
So what? I don't have a date either.
What's your point?
So, what do you want to do tonight?
I guess we could be constructive and clean our closets.
We could go to a movie.
Great. Welcome aboard.
Well, she seems like a nice person. Where's she from?
I don't know.
Is she a beach person?
I don't know.
How long have you lived together?
About a year.
Really?
Look, Rose, we all kind of go our separate ways.
Always been there when we've needed each other. Now look, this is important to Rose, and I think we need to stand behind her. I mean, you're taking away a part of her home. Granted, it's the cradle of idiocy.
I have a frog bear. I can start by ruling out the obvious. Does Sophia have any friends who are, or ever have been, circus fire eaters?
No.
Would she like to meet some?
Dorothy, don't you worry now. We'll get to the bottom of this. Lord knows we've worked our way out of tight spots before.
Mary!
Hi, Dorothy.
Honey!
Hey, welcome, stranger. Come in here and sit down.
How have you been doing?
Tell me, sweetheart, you having fun in high school?
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, I loved high school. It seems like only yesterday, riding around with the boys in their cars and the dances.
Don't forget the hint.
Someone.
Oh, not now. I want to sleep.
No, Rose, listen. Dorothy's so upset with me, and I don't blame her after all those things I said. You know, I just don't see how I'll ever face her again. Rose, listen, listen. Am I a terrible person?
I don't know. Who are you?
I don't mean to poo-poo your whole moon thing, but poo-poo.
No, Dorothy, there really is something going on here. I mean, just look how the men are all flocking around you and totally ignoring me. It's nature gone loco.
Wait a minute, that's not so ridiculous. Dorothy has her own allure.
Dorothy, good grief, there's nothing to worry about. I'm sure he's just trying to hold up his insurance company. There's nothing wrong with that man's back.
How can you tell?
Because I know the crooked walk of man when his back has been injured. I cannot tell you how many men I have seen limp out of my bedroom.
Yourself. The diary. No, not at all. And I'm really shocked that you read it.
Then I guess you're not interested to hear some of the other things she had to say about you.
Not in the slightest.
Oh, fine. Suit yourself.
game with Captain Kangaroo.
Why, you devil, are you suggesting another time? Just name it, I'll be there.
Well,
Tomorrow at 2:30 at the Empire Lounge.
Well, sure, why not? I'll see you there.
Oh, Jerry. Do it just once for us.
It's the macadamia. So, how are you doing today?
Look, I don't understand. You're obviously not handicapped.
Oh, I'm just as disabled as anyone here.
I find that very hard to believe.
You don't understand. It's just too hard out there.
On Buddy Rourke, and after a couple of phone calls, I found out he had just retired after 45 years in the records department of the Army Pension Office.
I don't get it.
That's how he knew about Charlie. They never served together. He just read his file.
But he knew all those things about... And all our grape stompers are ravaged by an outbreak of athlete's foot. Soon the Chianti has a green hue and tastes like Desenex. They call in Sicily's foremost podiatrist, Bruno Bonafigo.
Goodbye.
I gotta get some sleep. I have to get up pretty soon. Good night, everybody.
Good night, honey.
Good night. Boy, we really have a problem.
I know. The police are doing nothing about my jewels.
Not that. There is a woman in there so terrified something is going to happen at night that she's...
If it is. And I better call Simon and cancel our date for tonight. You know, I'm really starting to care about him, and I wouldn't want him worrying about my recording his performance. You know how fragile men's egos are. One little thing like screaming out the wrong name, and they go all to pieces.
Really gonna unpack.
Oh, let me help you, honey. I'll get the juicy details.
Ma, Persian rummy?
500 points?
Penny a point.
You deal. I meant to tell you, I got a card from Gloria Pelizzato today.
Oh? How many stamps did she use? Gloria Pelizzato's been dead for 2 years.
Dorothy! You can come in now.
I thought the two of you would like some nice, cool lemonade.
Marvin is married to Sarah.
You don't get any lemonade. But you've kept me on hold all this time to tell me that it is sold out? No, I will not have a nice day.
Oh, darn, I was really counting on that concert. Now what do we do?
Don't worry, I'll make some calls. I got connections.
Ma, I'll handle it.
And don't...
I thought, Mama, that we could go down there, and once you see these places are legitimate, you won't be so upset.
I don't want to go to a place like that. It's too embarrassing. What if one of the neighbors saw me going in? What would they think? Well, enjoy and be healthy.
I wonder if she's seen my umbrella with the duck handle.
You know, I haven't been able to find my ankle bracelet.
Come on, I think it's time to search your room again.
Rose, are you awake? Rose?
Am I hogging the covers?
Oh, no. Everything's fine. Rose, I want to tell you something.
You see? That's exactly why Rose didn't want to tell you. You are overly critical. You know, I think that's the thing I like least about you.
Oh, you know the thing I like least about you? You are loud and overbearing.
Well, you know what I like least about both of you? You're always telling me what to do.
Oh, shut up, Rose! what you meant, Dorothy. You mean the reason we can't sleep is because we're feeling guilty about profiting from Jasper DeKimmel's impending death.
I feel creepy every time I think of
And you have no training.
Let's face it, Rose, you're not exactly Mary Lou Retton. Honey, we know it's not easy, but you've got to get out there and try. I have tried. I just haven't told you. I've had dozens of job interviews since the center closed. No one wants me. I can't afford not to work.
Rose, Miles is here.
Hello, Rose.
Miles?
Rose, this is Caroline. Caroline Rose Nyland.
How do you do?
I am so glad to finally most colorful dust ball I've ever seen.
This is no dust bowl, Rose.
What do you think it is?
It's a rock. I think it may be some kind of charm.
It is. I learned it from my grandmother. You see, you put a specially painted rock beneath a person's bed to bring them around.
Oh, here you are. All right, Rose, I have something to say to you now, and I want you to pay attention. Listen to me, honey.
Blanche, I'm sorry.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry, too.
Oh, no, but I'm really sorry.
Girls, I am so sorry.
No, we're the ones that are sorry.
Why, the wildest thing that ever passed through there was Ovaltine. But the best part of it was that hunk of a doctor who examined me. He's going to be in Florida in a few weeks.
Wherever she goes, she finds a man.
So do hookers. Ginned up. Who knows? I could only find one person who spoke English, and he tried to blame me personally for the Bay of Pigs. How'd you get home? I took the bus the other way. That's when I also noticed that they changed the name of the number 10 bus to the number 7. I'm going to write David Horowitz.
Sophia, I think you got on the wrong bus.
Maybe I did, but I'm going to write...
I'm not talking about anything special. The subject of aliens never came up.
Well, I can give you something to talk about. My date tonight, which turned out to be the most humiliating evening I've ever spent in my entire life.
So, what are we... Nice to know I have a friend like you who cares.
Dorothy, I have a confession to make. Rose didn't lose Fernando. I gave him to Daisy when she was helping out with the rummage sale.
Well, then there's no problem, honey. Just call Daisy and get Fernando back. She's a very sweet... Okay, the earth did move. Big quake in California. Yeah, we'll speak soon. I look forward to that myself. Yeah, bye-bye.
I'm going to go for what's behind the window.
Will you take window 1, window 2, or window 3?
Window 3, guy.
All right, Dorothy, but first, let's see what you didn't pick. Behind window 1, brand new living...
Well, we certainly enjoyed having you.
Yeah, right. Welcome to the neighborhood. Bye. Good night already.
Oh, I cannot believe you rushing them out of the house like that.
Rushing? They were here forever. 2 hours to eat pasta and a lousy salad, your tea to put you to sleep.
Looks like milk.
Trust me, Rose. Drink it. Slowly. That's right. Down the hatch. We call this Sicilian Sominex. Now, you might feel a slight tingling, but believe me, you'll sleep. If you're old enough to remember when Sinatra was skinny, please send letter and photo. This is the one. He's perfect. I found myself a man.
I just got a call from Thor Anderson in St. Olaf. He's going to be in Miami next week, and we're getting together for dinner and to talk about old times.
So?
Self-portrait, so interesting.
You're here?
Yes.
Gee, out of 3 noses, why did you keep the biggest?
All the galleries make the same mistake. They've hung it upside down.
Oh, then those aren't noses.
So what are you saying? You kicking me out?
No, I'm forcing you to grow up.
Fine, I'll pack my things
Oh,
now.
no, wait a minute. I mean, since I sprung this on you out of the blue, let's say you can stay here for another week.
What, and put off growing up? Nah. I'm out of here.
Give you swollen glands, sore throat, and all the other symptoms. Now, there are certain blood tests which we'll do, and if those results are abnormal, that combined with the exclusion of the other diseases will compose a profile that actually thousands of people fit.
So I really have something real.
I would say you most certainly do. But we should have our answers in a couple of weeks.
Well, Rose, you want to go see a movie tonight?
Well, actually, I'm expecting an old boyfriend from high school. His name's Buzz Mueller, and I haven't seen him in 40 years. But if this really bothers you...
Oh, no. I totally understand. Well, it's too bad. I was going to take you to see Henry V.
Blanche, Dorothy, oh, I'm so glad you made up. I knew you couldn't stay mad for long. Oh, of course we couldn't. Oh, it takes a big woman to forgive somebody calling her a slut.
Fight over? Oh, good.
Cannoli? What does an Irishman know about cannoli?
And when I was a kid in Brooklyn, every Sunday my father used to go to Zampano's Bakery for cannoli.
I never dreamed you grew up in Brooklyn.
Oh, sure. Our whole block was Irish. The other block was Italian. We used to take turns beating each other up on the way home from school.
These are my roommates, Blanche, Rose. Please, sit down.
Well, thank you.
Well, why don't you begin by telling us a little about yourself?
Well, there isn't much to tell. I'm hardworking and honest, and I'll work for a reasonable wage.
That's it?
All right, I won't go on.
Well, I just didn't know what to do. I mean, I had helped deliver Bessie the cow, but Petunia was so much more difficult.
If I died, would you stop telling the story?
Sophia, I'm sorry. I was just trying to get your mind off things.
I want my mind on things. Of course, I'll have to see pictures of the father before I commit.
Well, if you're really interested, I could call the office and see about sending over 2 girls.
Great, count me in.
Understand? Yes, I do. I did a very stupid thing, and it can't be undone. But I'm going to do everything I can to make it up to Kate. I love her. And I promise you that nothing like this will ever happen again.
Good. Good. Because if it does, I will break every bone in your hand.
Her for captain of the cheerleading squad. When the day came, we had to perform in front of the entire school. And Charmaine was fantastic. She twirled those batons so fast she looked like a DC-3 coming in for a landing. Then it was my turn. So I did some cartwheels and only fell once. I did a handstand.
Want to?
Nobody ever believes me when I'm telling the truth. I guess it's the curse of being a devastatingly beautiful woman.
Oh, please.
The only other woman who could possibly understand what I've been through is Priscilla Presley. And Susan Anton.
And since you brought up Guam, why don't we talk about geography for a little bit?
You want to see some geography, lady? I'll show you some geography.
Whoa, Kovac!
What do we call this on the planet Twilight, huh? Oh, you quit taking me as a school teacher like that's really going to shut me up.
What do I do now? One night with a comfortable stranger, and that's where it ends. Believe me, we both know that.
No, you heard me right. 6 dozen long-stem roses. And the card should read, "To Dorothy and a wonderful new beginning."
It was. And you're expecting me to compete with it.
But that's not true.
Listen, Rose, I can't fight a ghost. See, Charlie's not only dead, he's much younger. Look, Rose, you know I'm nuts about you, but I shouldn't have to prove it by jumping out of an airplane. I'm over 60.
Who said she's guilty? I saw her.
Please sit down. Mrs. Petrillo, where were you on the night of September 4th, 1985?
Did you see Awakenings? Throw a ball at me. How the hell should I know? I don't even remember what color underwear I'm wearing.
The beginning of September. You catch 'em, you clean 'em. Blanche, aren't you embarrassed, going through all this subterfuge just to get a man?
Oh, man, I'm planning on getting a 6-month supply.
Oh, hi, Blanche.
Just make Beth for its spring production.
Oh, well, Jason said they were planning to do a musical, but the accordion player died. Besides, I think it's a much bigger challenge playing Lady Macbeth.
Oh, but Blanche, you don't have the part yet. You still have to audition.
Oh, honey, I did. Last night.
Okay.
Oh, no, the power lines must be down. That's just great. I got 10 pounds of fresh clams in the refrigerator.
Directions on it?
Oh, honey, we've made these Sundays hundreds of times. We don't need directions.
No, I mean directions for the wedding. I promised to get the cake there by 8 o'clock.
Do you believe her? She doesn't stop for a minute.
I don't agree with it, but I do understand the thinking behind it. My granddaddy was the same way. He always said, idle hands are the devil's workshop.
Minute. Why do you always come into a room and say, girls, girls? Do you see Molly Ringwald sitting here?
Well, you're awfully cranky today.
Well, forgive me. My arthritis is bothering me. My Social Security check was late. And I realized today I haven't showered with a man in 22 years.
Mom.
Oh, hello. This is Dorothy Zbornak. I'd like to confirm my reservation on flight 505 to Orlando. Now, let's go over the arrangements I made to have...
To be a Supreme Court justice, but you are quite a babe.
Thank you. Oh, this is a nice place. Do you come here a lot?
Oh, no, not really. I don't have much of a social life.
So, this is where you bring your cheap fake blonde floozies.
Rose, what the hell are you doing?
I can't even make you put an R in February. But I would like to talk about it.
That judge would only send me back.
He might not. I mean, some people come here and they stay. You're looking at one. Arnold Schwarzenegger. He became an American citizen, started a whole new career, married a Kennedy.
And I wish you'd all just stop acting like you know what I'm going through, because you don't. You don't have any idea.
Well, Rose, I might not have any idea what it's like to feel the kind of dependency you do, but there was a time in my life when I tried quitting something.
Blanche, you don't mean...
Sex, Dorothy. I tried quitting.
Right, nice cover.
It's true, Sophia. I need a new bed. My old one is falling apart. The prices are outrageous. The bed I want...
And the happy Christmases. All those things happened, Stanley, and because they happened, I deserve better than a stinking phone call from my husband's legal representative. You had a choice, Stanley, and you took the easy way out, and it was a rotten thing to do.
In fact, back home, I used to run our town's Volkswagen. Oh, boy, was that fun. Whenever a new family would move into St. Olaf, we'd all hop on the tractor and ride out to the new neighbor's farm. 30 or 40 of us carrying vats of smoked fish and big pitchers.
To you.
Dorothy, you know that blue washcloth in my bathroom?
Yeah?
That's how big Caesar's loincloth was. Good night.
Ma!
All right. What did you and Kate have a fight about?
About advertising condoms on television, about Dennis.
Here? Yeah, must be. I just brought out. Excuse me.
Michael decided to take this.
Dorothy, that's our jacket. Do something.
I'm sorry, Rose. I left my flamethrower in my other purse.
Here, let me handle this. Listen here, mister. Now, I would like to have a word with you. I paid good money. Leaving from the airport any minute. Oh,
Oh, my God, that's him.
Oh, how does the dressing room look?
Oh, who cares? How do I look?
Welcome, Mr. Ma.
Thanks, Dorothy.
Give me those. What are you doing here?
I had an hour to kill before work. I thought I'd swing by to meet Mr. Hollywood. Rose, you idiot. There's no way I'm ever gonna pass for a man. Dorothy, trade with me?
Go to hell, Myron. Rose, I don't want to wear this.
Oh, come on. I looked in the yearbook and you're a dead ringer for Cindy Lou Peoples.
I don't know.
Trust me, it'll work.
May your legs grow old and gnarled and withered like an olive branch. You should be so lucky. May your moles grow hair thicker than cherry veils. May your marinara sauce never cling to your pasta. That's it. Come back here and say that to my face.
He's always so guilty, he ends up giving the really expensive gifts to the wife.
Look, I didn't choose for things to happen this way. I tried to do the right thing, but the right thing was not right for me. I'm in love. And if there are sacrifices that have to be made, I can accept them. I'm happy. And that's what matters.
All right, girls. I want to present Blanche Devereaux's latest creation. I took an 84-year-old woman and made her look like a 65-year-old drag queen.
Talk to you about.
Dorothy, I have been so worried. I think the way we've been spending this money is all wrong.
Blanche, I could not agree with you more, honey. I've been up half the night worrying about how foolish we've been spending all that money on silly little things that we don't need.
Oh, I am so relieved. Oh, Laszlo, that's what I love about you. You can tell a bald-faced lie and still sound sincere. I forgot my compact. I'll be right back.
Give me that key. What happened?
Oh, it was an old wives' tale. I didn't become loose for another year and a half.
Oh, I remember when I started shaving. I was 13, and I wanted to shave because I was going to a movie with Alan Steckler. You remember him, Ma?
Small-headed.
What do you say, everybody? Shall we forgive her?
Ma, Stanley, I'd like you to meet some of the actors from the community theater. They'll be performing.
They are going to have such a great time. What are you doing?
Oh, just doodling. What do you think?
I see. Oh, it's a tiger. With multicolored stripes, wearing a tuxedo, a top hat, and holding a magic wand. Oh, I got the whole city to see what you've been going through.
You mean I'm gonna be on TV?
You bet.
Do I get to put on makeup?
Well, sure.
Oh, boy. I mean, makeup, that's sissy stuff.
Thank God we're finished. Can't do all this work by himself.
He can't do any of the work. He'll be the brains. He'll tell me what to do in Italian. I'll tell you, you do the work.
Forget it. We're not carpenters.
You know what, Dorothy? It's worth a try after all the job's already half done.
So, do I tell Vincenzo we got a deal?
Wait a minute. What does he want to choke?
When I had a severe attack of writer's block, my head was devoid of all ideas and thoughts.
That happens to me a lot.
Do you write?
No. Why do you ask?
Pathetic. It's okay, Ma. I understand.
You're a good daughter, Gloria. You're both good daughters. Most people my age have children trying to get rid of them. My children are fighting over who gets to keep me. You don't know how much that means to an old lady.
Honey, you...
Petrillo? By the way, what happened to Mr. Weinstock?
We found out we weren't compatible. Thank God it was before we had kids.
All right, now that the Weinstock mystery is cleared up, I only have one more question to ask. What organizations do you belong to? We have to make sure none of them could be considered a threat to the...
Who would be lost?
Wonderful seeing you again. I'd forgotten how charming, how vivacious, how lovely.
2 nights and a rabbi walked into a bar. And the first place I
Was at the Pizza Hut.
Well, there must be something wrong with Rose's date. There has to be. I bet he's an airhead, or a mutant, or an insurance salesman. Now, that's it. Well, Rose, you and your geek have fun.
You said she wouldn't take it well, Dorothy.
Change Kevin's grade. I mean, this isn't worth it. I can't put my family through this. I thought I could make a difference. I can't. They win.
Thank you, Dorothy. That makes me feel better.
That's good, Mom.
Dorothy, can we have a big screen TV?
No.
Dorothy, please, I'm scared.
A buyer's market, was it?
Not $2 million. It was lira. With the exchange rate, it came to about $47, but the check bounced anyway.
That is terrible.
I know. I told Sal, get cash.
It's terrible.
Oh my God, Dorothy, there it is. The statue.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Oh, I just can't wait to hear that.
Well, I'm leaving. I found a compatible roommate. Here's my new address and phone number.
Oh, come on, Ma, you're joking.
It's no joke. Ciao. Auf Wiedersehen. Arrivederci and sayonara.
The little man who lives in there who turns the light on and off, he'll tell you.
I'm not in the mood for jokes, especially about the little man. You know he scares me. He's really been hitting me lately. Everybody's job down at the TV station is exciting but mine.
But Dorothy, you're the one who's been talking about aging with dignity.
Not for me, for her. I mean, look at her. The woman is hundreds of years old. She should be carbon dated.
But Dorothy, if the doctor said...
Look, I really... Of course, yak snacks.
Hi, girls. Hi, Swin.
It's Spin, Blanche.
Whatever. Dorothy, could I borrow your white windbreaker? Floyd McCallum is taking me sailing today on his yacht.
Blanche.
You know, I guess he just felt so guilty about canceling last. Unnatural. No daddy for the baby. And no fun trying.
I'm gonna have to agree with Blanche on this one. Half the fun is in getting there. And boy, did your father and I have fun trying for you.
Ma, I don't think I want to hear this.
I wasn't gonna...
Fine, rich, young black man off the top of my head.
Wait just a minute till I get a pencil.
Mama, I love Michael. I don't care about his color. Honey, it's just a phase. Ever since Diana Ross started marrying white men.
So, Margaret, you're from Atlanta.
Well, that's right. That child over there is trying to steal my daddy away. She's no better than a tick on a slow-moving hound dog.
Why is everyone around here talking like Burl Ives? I'll get it.
Atlanta must be a lovely city. Have they
It wouldn't hurt either. You know, Ma, I hate to admit it. I had fun this afternoon.
I'm glad to hear that, Pussycat, because the Shady Pine Circus is coming up. You're not afraid of fire, are you? Who asked you? Picture it. Sicily, 1921. A beautiful young peasant girl saves her lira and takes a trip to Paris, the city of lights. Also, the only place a guy can wear a cape without getting a lot of funny looks. She won this...
And could you talk about reading for both Rose and Blanche in the initial pilot? Didn't you think...
Well, I had come off of the Mary Tyler Moore show playing the neighborhood nymphomaniac through Ann Nivens.
What are you doing out? I thought you were in your room.
I whittled a gun out of a bar of soap and overpowered the guards. I went to the mini mall. They opened a little slice of Sicily pizzeria. So I walk in and this guy strikes up a conversation with me. Turn.
Hey, you don't happen to sing, do you?
What makes you think that I sing or would even want to? I mean, you know, some people might enjoy making fools of themselves in public, but me sing, I don't think so. Of course, Blanche. They did it in that movie.
What movie?
Lawrence of Arabia.
This flyer that came in the mail says they're gonna start a dirty dancing course down at Lawson's Dance Studio. What do you say, Dorothy?
Oh, no. I can't see myself swinging my hips and wildly...
Come on, Blanche. You've been coming here 7 years. The only thing I've ever seen you do on that piano...
Hey, there's a lady present.
Thank you.
Everybody, may I have your attention, please? Two can play at this game, you know. Boys, I have a little surprise for you.
Airport, I was thinking about what you said, how much courage it took for you to say it. That's when I realized how much you must really love me. Oh, baby. Oh, Mama, you were right about Jeremy, too. I can do better. Just took someone who loved me to point it out.
Let's go tell the girls the good news. They're out in the kitchen having cheesecake.
Now, look, Ma, we have to talk about the money.
Don't worry, pussycat. Your sister and brother don't have to know anything about this.
Ma, I want you to promise that you'll send this money back to the government.
They're not good with money. They can't handle it. They spend $400 for a toilet seat. I'm glad you're all here. I want you to try something. Here, taste this. What do you think? It's water. I didn't ask you to identify it. I asked you what you thought. It's good. Just good?
Very good.
How would you describe?
We're together and I'm never gonna let you go.
Tell me she's being dramatic.
When I thought I would never see you again, I began to realize just how much you meant to me and how much I've taken you for granted and how many things I never had a chance to say to you. What I'm trying to say...
I had a wonderful time tonight, Jack.
Good, so did I.
You know, I don't ever go out on blind dates, but Ma was so insistent and, well, you sounded so nice on the phone.
I am nice. They don't call them correctional facilities for nothing.
Rose, what is this? Yellow eyeballs are staring at me. Those are egg yolks, Blanche. Blanche, you are exhausted. You have to sleep.
To sleep, perchance to dream. My God, what a wonderful life. I'm getting so good I can't stop. Rose is back. Her taxi just pulled up.
Oh, I wonder if she had a great time on that cruise.
She did if she fooled around.
I can't wait to find out.
Oh, come on now, it's none of our business.
I bet she did.
I bet she got cold feet.
Now listen, I want to know just as much as you do, but what happened between her and Arnie is private. If she wants to talk about it... What do you mean you're not calling the police? The man just told you we robbed a bank.
He also told me he had a very good reason. He did it for love.
Gee. The most any man... Sophia!
Well, where'd she go? The wedding's about to start. Is that you, Sophia? No, it's Merlin Olsen. I'm watering my forget-me-not bouquet.
Honey, we've come to help you get ready.
The wedding is off.
You're just so much like him.
But I'm not him.
I feel like a fool.
Oh, Blanche, honey. It's never foolish to hold on to a memory. Sometimes it's all we're left with.
I miss him so much. Thank you, Dorothy. Honestly, Rose, sometimes it's like pulling teeth to get a little compliment out of you. There's the bell. That must be Ham at the door. Come on, come on.
I don't want that to happen to me, Sophia.
We can't promise you that, Rose.
I've got to do something. I can't just sit idly back and let this wedding take place. Oh, how in the name of Mother Dixie can a woman named Zbornak appreciate the...
I wonder where she is. She's almost 2 hours late.
Oh, they probably had traffic. I bet she slept with him.
I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't.
Well, I sure couldn't be with a man I liked and abstain.
You know, I abstained after Stan and I split up. But it wasn't a cried because her little girl was all grown up. And she remarked that that night would always be the most memorable and important night that the two of us ever shared. Do you remember, Ma?
Vaguely.
But John never showed up. I've never forgotten it.
I always figured it was perfect for my Dorothy.
Oh, he sure is. He's smart, he's sophisticated.
I was talking blind.
I'll get it.
Hello. Well, hello there. How have you?
Good.
I haven't had a decent night's sleep in weeks. Every time I climb into bed, I feel guilty.
Take down the video equipment.
I'm the most colorful dust ball I've ever seen.
This is no dust bowl, Rose.
What do you think it is?
It's a rock. I think it may be some kind of charm.
It is. I learned it from my grandmother. You see, you put a specially painted rock beneath a person's bed to bring them around.
But that was a French maid's uniform.
Mrs. Devereaux, you must leave this house at once. It's possessed by an evil spirit.
Actually, it's possessed by Miami Federal. And at 7%, you couldn't blast me out of here.
Yes?
Are you Blanche Devereaux?
Yes, what can I do for you?
Well, I'm Doc.
Never had to worry about competing with any other woman because I'd always win. But when I saw you sing the other night, I realized why all those men were practically falling all over themselves to get to you. Because, Dorothy, when you sing, you light up the room. You do.
Come on, a movie will cheer you up.
What are you seeing?
Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
You have to see 1, 2, and 3 to appreciate it.
No, Rose, it stands alone.
Hi, everybody.
Jenny!
Jenny, what are you doing home from school?
What are you doing?
It's the evil eye. I just put a Sicilian curse on you. You're not going to have a moment's peace till you hold that tree away.
You got me shaking in my boots.
Oh, Ma, why'd you do that? You just made matters worse with that ridiculous curse.
Well, we set the play in a barnyard. Luckily, the symphony was out of town at the time.
Can I take it then that you will play Henny Penny?
I'm your chicken.
Great, I'll set the oven for 425.
Anything special you girls feel like doing today?
Would it be asking too much to see a movie?
Oh, no. We can go see Oliver and Company or Roger Rabbit.
Or Tequila Sunrise? I hear Mel Gibson takes his shirt off a lot.
You know, Jackie, I think you and I are going to get along just fine. Well...
Hi, Laszlo. Come in. Blanche is...
No, it's not going to work. I do not feel guilty about staying out all night, and I do not feel guilty about Eddie.
Don't underestimate me. I could make you feel guilty about bombing Pearl Harbor if I wanted. The point is, I don't want you to feel guilty. There's nothing wrong with a physical relationship.
Well, then...
I had some on the plane.
Ma, what are you doing home?
Oh, I left my shopping list in the kitchen.
There you are, Sophia. She outsmarted me, Dorothy.
You're kidding. I mean, how is that possible?
Forgive me, sweetheart. Why don't you just get me a litter box to keep next to my nightstand?
Rose, is that a wedding cake you're making?
Yeah, it's my wedding present to little Joni Winston.
Oh, Joni Winston's getting married. How lovely. I wonder how she'll fix the hair on her ears.
Old age can play a lot of cruel jokes.
How much time we've wasted.
The only time you're wasting is the time that you and Marvin should be spending together.
You don't know what you're talking about. This is what Marvin wants.
No, it isn't. Dorothy's right.
What?
I never wanted this. I only went along because it meant so much to you.
Well, I only...
Excuse me. Would you like to buy a flower?
Beat it, Frodo! And while you're at it, get a job, get a suit, and get on your knees and beg your mother's forgiveness.
Wanted to.
You mean she has the energy, just not the desire?
Exactly. You know, her mother lived to be 94 and was active right up until the very end. I remember when Grandma was in a wheelchair, she was on the go from morning till night. But she always had time to talk to her grandchildren. Gee, if I close my eyes, I
could do a nice Yankee pot roast, mashed potatoes, mixed vegetables, wild green salad, and for starters, I'll throw in my special clam chowder, no charge.
That sounds delicious. Just consider yourself hired. Now, Jake, when shall I come over to your place to sample what you have to offer?
Please, let's have a little quiet here. That was a great speech. Thank you, Your Honor. But help me out here. How about something from a law book? Okay. The fracas occurred on a seaside dock.
Unusual.
Everyone, may we have your attention? We have an announcement.
We're taking the prize.
You mean we're getting married?
Oh, that's right. We're getting married. And we're taking the prize.
This is just crazy and wonderful. All the years of love and companionship, Fernando and I are meant to part company. I'll just have to accept that. Time to time, life deals you an unfriendly hand. There's nothing you can do about it. I guess there's a lesson to be learned here. Sometimes life just isn't fair, kiddo.
I didn't know you were home. Haven't seen too much of you this trip, Sugar Plum.
That's because you've been too busy Yankee doodling.
Blanche, I'm sure you don't mean that. You'll feel differently when you come to the hoedown we're throwing on the anniversary of Lee's surrender.
John! Oh, I'll go get Dorothy. Won't you have a seat?
Mrs. Petrillo. It's John Moretti. Well,
Actually, girls, Rose is right. I am much taller. I just appeared in the dream this way to make a point.
Oh, Daddy, you always did know the right thing to do. Do you really think Jonathan and I will be happy together?
Rose, all you can do is follow your heart. No one can predict the future.
Him waffles, he loves waffles.
good.
Well, I'll tell him at dinner. Dinner's better. He won't be rushing. I'll make something great. I'll tell him in bed. Yeah, bed's better. It
always works.
When he's asleep, I'll tell him when he's sleeping.
Renee, come on.
I'll sound like a wimp. I can't possibly tell him.
Listen.
On with the feast.
Oh, Ma, I may not have an IQ of 173, but I know what you mean by continuity and family. And next year, I want to learn the sauce.
Deal, pussycat. It's not that hard. First, you get one large pie.
You know, when you pray, the kitchen almost becomes a chapel.
He made me think he was attracted to me, Dorothy. He deserves the electric chair. That'd shock the smirk right off his smug, limey face.
But isn't that where one woman and another...
We already know what it means.
But Jean's a very attractive woman. She could have any man she wants.
She doesn't want them.
Well, why not? A man has so much more to offer, you know what I mean, Dorothy?
Yeah, I found that out when Mark Perper was running for...
I had these urges. You know, in the South, we mature faster. I think it's the heat.
I think it's the gin.
Anyhow, my first was Billy. Oh, I remember it so well, just like it.
Swore I'd get a pony. She brings me a little paper bird on a stick from the circus. You know, the kind that you have to twirl around your head to get them to tweet.
And that was your pet? They're very clean.
Then she tells me if I'm a good girl, a really good girl.
Thank you guys for everything.
Don't you be a stranger now.
Oh, don't worry. I'll come back tomorrow and get the rest of my stuff.
Keep us posted. Let us know how you're doing. Don't forget, Tuesday we have mime class.
Mime class?
Dylan went to the ballroom tonight, and he hopes you'll be there. Oh, I couldn't. Oh, I mean, I want to, but I can't.
Why not?
Well, what if Miles and I are dancing and I say something idiotic? Just breathe it in his ear.
Nothing sounds idiotic if it's wet enough.
I'll show you the answer to a riddle. What's Irish and stays out all night?
I don't know. What, Rose?
Patio furniture.
I'm gonna get you for this, Bob.
Well, Bob. No, I wanted to be the nice one. I bought a new dress, too.
Mr. Marty's on Market Street, where every dress is a guaranteed one-of-a-kind original.
If we have the same dress, Mr. Marty's going to be left with one of a kind.
No fear, I had to talk to her the last time.
Blanche, not to doubt your stamina, but don't you think those men are going to be bored?
Oh, of course not. Dorothy, tonight's a full moon. A night when men's passions, like the tides, are pulled to their height.
Dorothy, can I ask you something?
I don't know what it means. I just don't like the possibilities.
No, I wanted to ask you, do you think Blanche has been picking on me lately?
I haven't noticed.
You must be Michael's parents. Mama, put your glasses on. Oh, my Lord.
This is mud on our faces. We're not really black. I'm sorry, Dorothy. I held out as long as I could. She said she'd tickle me.
You're a regular Nelson Mandela, Rose.
So that's it.
I know. It's better with your brother. Well, it can't get any worse. Alfonso, you're on.
Well, it looks like I'm in the show after all.
And I'll smile.
Oh, Ma, that was very sweet.
Just lovely, Sophia. Can you ever forgive me for all those ugly things I said?
Of course I can. It was said in the heat of battle.
You know, if I had it all to do over again, I'd let you have Fidel.
Oh, you're so gentle. Bruce Willis's hair. Blanche, I want to talk to you.
I'm in no mood to fight.
Neither am I. That's what I want to talk about. We've been at each other's throats for weeks. We've also been running ourselves ragged, trying to outdo each other. It has to stop.
I'm not giving Fidel up, Sophia.
Now,
How can you say I look younger and more beautiful over the telephone? No, it's true. I just wondered how you knew over the telephone. You're kidding. That's great. Okay, I'll see you Friday at 4. Bye-bye. Oh, this is so exciting. Big Daddy's going to be here on Friday. Says he has a big surprise. Look.
Oh, Blanche, you look beautiful.
But do I look like a mother?
Are you kidding? From the side, you look like you're about to drop twins.
Blanche, relax, honey. You look lovely.
Well, it's just that I'm so nervous about seeing Becky after such a long time, you know. I want everything to be perfect.
It will be. But I'm upset because we'll be all alone in the middle of the ocean on a ship in a stateroom with a bed. Oh, I don't know what to do. I haven't been with a man in that special way since childhood.
Well, then why not tease him about his taste and friends?
That must be Jerry now. Now remember the roast. I really want to nail him. So keep your eyes peeled for any oddities or quirks.
Hi, it's me, Stan.
I'm upset about Dorothy and Blanche. Oh, me too. Who'd believe that they'd break up their friendship over a man?
It happens.
What can we do?
Nothing.
Hi. Blanche, I thought you were going to be working.
You don't think playing 3 sets of tennis in this heat is work?
When are you going to get the survey done?
Rose, let me explain something. Now, in this world, there are two...
So tell me, what do you have planned today, Jean?
Nothing special. Jean, forgive me if I'm dwelling on the subject of men, but don't you think it's about time you planned something special, if you know what I mean? Oh, I couldn't. Oh, come on, it's been a year. Of course.
Direct. And I happen to be a legitimate, for real security guard.
Well, you're doing a great job, Alvin Newcastle. Nobody stole the boardwalk since you've been sitting here.
Forget it. Just forget it. It's my fault for trying to be friendly. I'll go back to counting seagulls.
So where do you work?
It's more than that, Ma. I'm talking about my school's project to get kids to read during spring vacation. We're putting on a series of plays based on favorite children's stories. And guess what? I have just been made producer of the first grade production.
This is all you have, Dorothy Swan.
ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय रथसती रंगवरती डोलतय ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय रथसती रंगवरती डोलतय माझ्या भीमानीतच पेटविया अंधार मनात वाटी माझ्या भीमाच्या विद्वत्तेच आता जगही गुणगान गाती माझ्या भीमानीतच पेटविया अंधार मनात वाटी माझ्या भीमाच्या विद्वत्तेच आता जगही गुणगान गाती फुटा फुटा तू पाहुनी माझ्या भीमाला म्हणून आता लाजतरी रथाचा म्हणून आता लाजतरी ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय रथसती रंगवरती डोलतय ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय रथसती रंगवरती डोलतय जीवनाचं सोनं इथेच माझ्या अभिमान मान सन्मानाचं जिन त्यानं दिलं आदिश्रमान केलं जीवनाचं सोनं इथेच माझा अभिमान मान सन्मानाचं जिणं त्यानं दिलं या श्रमान त्याच्या संघर्षातून याच हा सारा समाज आता सजतोय रे हा समाज आता सजतोय रे ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय रकस तिरंगावरती डोलतय र ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय रकस तिरंगावरती डोलतय र देशहितासाठी भीमराव कधीच नाही हो थकला स्वाभिमानी भीमाचा मनका पुन्हा पुढे तो नाही झुकला देशहितासाठी भीमराव कधीच नाही हो थकला स्वाभिमानी भीमाचा मनका पुन्हा पुढे तो नाही झुकला संविधान देशाचं भीमकरणीने शुभम साजतोय रे आता शुभम साजतोय रे ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय रकस तिरंगावरती डोलतय र ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय रकस तिरंगावरती डोलतय र मातीच्या कणाकणा हरेकाच्या मना मना माझ्या भीमाचं नाव गाजतय र माझ्या भीमाचं नाव गाजतय र ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय रकस तिरंगावरती डोलतय र ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय रकस तिरंगावरती डोलतय र ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय
you.